Hi guys. So since the video that I made yesterday about just like random talking shit and all that kind of stuff like that, since a lot of people seem to like that video, I decided that I was gonna like try to do another one. So this was on my mind today because it was just on my mind. So yeah, let's talk about coochies and vaginas, okay, and how we can have them sex ready. Everybody's been here. We've all been in a situation where, you know, we're in the mood, we're getting ready to have sex, and the guy wants to go down, or girl, or whatever, whoever you into at the time, they want to go down on you, and you like, oh, I'm not ready, I haven't shaved. And I don't know about anybody else, but I have been there like several times, because baby, it's work when you a plus size female. You know, it's a lot of work to maintain your vagina on a daily basis, because I get ingrown hairs and all kinds of just crazy stuff going on. So sometimes I just don't be in the mood to just shave every single day or every other day. So I try to shave at least once a week, which is really all I think, you know, a vagina should take at that point. But everybody need to have their coochie ready. Like, if you know that you're going somewhere, or you know that you're going to be intimate with somebody, you definitely don't want to miss out on getting some good head, okay? I'm going to tell you some things, or show you some things that I use that help me. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody else, I'm just speaking for myself and what works for me. So the first thing that I recommend is making sure you bathe every day. Like, make sure you bathe every day, because none of this stuff is gonna make any difference if you don't take baths on a regular basis. Like, if you don't have just general hygiene education, if you don't know how to do all of that, then hey, you should probably like catch up on how to do those things. So the first thing that I do is take a good bath. Take a good bath. Make sure you're bathing with like a sensitive soap. Even if you're not sensitive to certain different soaps, you should still be I think that you should still use soaps that are for sensitive skin or for sensitivity. So I take like a sponge or whatever I'm using, like my bath thing, and I just go down there and I just like make sure that everything is nice and soaped up and spudded up. Like, I want to see spuds down there. That makes any sense. So when I'm shaving, I think that every female needs to invest in one of these things right here. You can use this for your facial hair. I do. You can, not that I get that much, but I mean, hey, if I'm like go ahead and I'm shaping up my sideburns, I just go ahead and, you know, slide it down there, and because it's mine, I can use it wherever I want to use it. So every female needs to invest in one of these. These are electric shavers. I don't know what they're like the name of it is called, but you can buy these from any dollar store. They're like really cheap. Really cheap. If you want to go all in and invest in like a really expensive one, then go right ahead, but this is all you really need. So, and particularly, I just like to use it, and I just like to just kind of like shave it to get my coochie ready to be shaved, because sometimes I be wanting like a baby coochie. So what I do first is 3 things that I do. I use this first. So this is before I take a bath. When I'm like getting ready to take a bath, I go ahead and I just trim all the hairs and all the little crevices. And you know, I'm a big girl, so I get extra. I have to pull back a little bit of skin and all of that extra stuff, and I have to make sure that all of the hair is out. So, you know, it just is enough as I can get. So the second thing that I do is, you don't really have to do this, but after I have done that with my electric razor, I take some Nair or Veet, and this is like my favorite kind, because like when I'm really sensitive down there, like especially when you're using something like this, you kind of really want to get as sensitive as possible. And this has aloe in it, and I just kind of like put it around my area, and not even really like down in there where my clitoris and stuff like that is at, but I leave it up there at the top, so that, you know, it will be easier for me. And when I want to fine tail, like fine tooth, like all the hair, like when I don't want any kind of hair like in that area, I take my razor and I very carefully sit on the side of the bathtub, like sit on the side of the bathtub and open my legs and just go in there so I can shave, because I'm a big girl, I have belly, I have thighs, and ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to stand up in no damn shower and take a razor next to my goodies. So I make sure all of that is nice and shaved, because the worst thing you can do is when you're having sex or when you're being intimate with someone and they're going down on you and they're like, they getting like little bits of hair in their mouth. So you really want to make sure you thoroughly clean that area down there. You want to thoroughly make sure there's no hairs in there. Like if you have to step out of the shower or step out of the bath, and make sure you are like sitting down on the toilet or whatever and making sure that all of those little hairs are out of there, then so do it. So after I get out of the shower and after I have shaved in every little crevice and every little crease, like I look like a porn star, there's no hair, there's no little buds or anything like that sticking up, I thoroughly dry my vagina, like dry it, because you know, if it's wet and it has like that moisture thing going on, it's gonna kind of like set off an odor, and that's not something that you want. You kind of want everything to be nice and dry down there, so especially if it's hot outside. So I have some things that I would recommend you ladies to use when it's really hot. You know, you finna go somewhere, you just shaved, you got out of the shower, you finna go out with your man or your lady, and y'all are going out, y'all are having a good time, and you get kind of sweaty. So you might not necessarily have time to take a full bath, but you do have time to freshen up. So before you leave the house, make sure you have this in your purse. Take some deodorant. If you want to take deodorant that you just specifically use for this lady down here, then you should, but I don't care, because you know, it just is what it is. It's going on my body anyway. So I use this for up under my arms, and I use it to go, you know, down there. So you want to take your deodorant, and I seen, like, I think Amy Schumer or whatever her name is, she was doing this. It's a big girl thing, and it also helps with chafing. You can also take this and just put it in between your legs to keep, you know, your thighs from, you know, rubbing together so much to where it hurts and it's painful. So you want to take your deodorant and you kind of just want to go in them little crevices. If I could show y'all, I would, but I ain't finna be doing all that, because it's just some nasty ass people out there in this world. They just nasty as hell. Like, they just nasty. But anyway, you want to take your deodorant and you want to make sure you go in on yourself, like on the side, to keep it from sweating, and it also gives it like a really good smell. If you do cake up a lot, if it makes your coochie cake up, then don't use it. You could also use like this. I always use this. I use this like every single time I bathe. Every single time I use this. Summer's Eve deodorant spray. You can use this. I definitely recommend this, but if you sweat a lot and you know that you sweat, then deodorant is definitely the way to go, like real deodorant. But I love this, and it's a little bit more on the pricey side for me. This is like $4 a can, no, $3 a can, and but I guess if it's, you know, for your coochie, you know, why not? But this makes your coochie have no smell. Like, you will smell just like this. So if you're one of those people who have like a fishy scent, you know, or you're on your period, or your pH balance is kind of fucked up down there, then I definitely recommend you get this deodorant spray, because baby, it will make you smell like a magical dream, like Alice in Wonderland, goddamn Cinderella. You gonna smell like a Disney princess tonight, okay? So all of that vaginal, you know, health care is very important to, you know, somebody that's gonna actually enjoy going down on you. You don't want somebody to be like, well, I'm gonna go down on her because I'm already down here, and I don't want to be like, you know, you actually want this person to enjoy it. You want this person to not feel like they head in a bag of old ass diapers or some shit like that. Like, you want to make sure everything is legit, okay? And there's no way that you can like skip out. Like, you need to make sure everything is on point. You know, I have been in situations, and I'm not ashamed to say it, like I wasn't ready, I wasn't prepared, and it's embarrassing. So I want to help other women to avoid that. So and I also want to show you guys some things that I use. Victoria's Secret, these are like my 2 favorite body sprays of all time. This Victoria's Secret perfume mist in Bombshell. These are like really cheap at Victoria's Secret. I think they're like $10, and you get like a lot. I mean, I bought this earlier this year, and I use it every day, and look at where it's at. Like, you don't even really need that much because it's so bomb. Also, this is the Be Enchanted Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath and Body Works. This is one of my favorite scents of all time too. They stopped selling it, and then they brought it back with the spray, and I was like, okay, because baby, I got home one day and this got me toe up. Like, this got me raped. My husband raped me that day, and I ain't afraid to say it. Like, I was willingly, he didn't like rape me, but he attacked me. This got me attacked. So also, you can take these 2 or whatever fragrance you prefer, perfume, anything of that nature, and spray it behind your knees. So spray it behind your knees and in between your thighs. That way you'll have like a fragrance going on down there, because I like fragrances. I like to smell pretty. When you smell pretty, you feel pretty, and that kind of allures your partner. You know, that when you smell good, it makes them really turn on. Because I know, for one thing, when my husband, when he spray his spray, that's Axe spray or whatever kind of spray he be using, baby, like, ooh, it is nothing more than when your lady or your guy or whatever, when they smell good, they smell good, and it turns you on like times 10. So that is it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you want more videos like this, because I'm just so much more comfortable doing stuff like this anyway, because it's just who I am, and I'm not afraid to talk about, you know, intimacy and love and sex and stuff like that. So make sure to thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. And until then,